Prosecutors say she was the motivation for murder. And today, the ex-mistress of Dr. Martin McNeil took the stand. McNeil is accused of drugging and drowning his wife back in 2007 to be with this woman. This walking in the courtroom is Gypsy Willis. Now, jurors learned it was a matter of days after his wife's death when McNeil introduced Willis to his 8 children, hiring her as the nanny. Willis even attended Michelle McNeil's funeral. Although the two never married, Willis and the doctor were engaged, and prosecutors used this fake wedding of theirs, this fake wedding date, as evidence against Dr. Martin McNeil.
You and the defendant went to Wyoming in early July of 2007, correct?
I believe so. Sounds
and the
right.
defendant proposed to you officially.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I believe so. It's been so long.
You don't remember him proposing to you?
This relationship has been over a very long time.
So he set out the filling out of this application?
He filled out the information.
Okay. And what was the purpose of this application?
It was to give me access to the military base with him.
To get you an ID for that, correct?
Yes.
And what name was used for you?
Jillian G. McNeil.
And did you hold yourself out as married to someone?
Yes.
Married to whom?
Martin McNeil.
And did you have a marriage date on this?
The marriage date is listed as April 14th.
Of what year?
2007.
What is the significance of April 14th of 2007?
That is the day of the funeral.
Of whose funeral?
Michelle's.
Let's be clear, Willis is not facing any charges in the death of McNeil's wife, which the defense maintains was caused by natural causes. Prosecutors cut a deal with her to get her to sit there and testify. She has been convicted of an unrelated crime. And how about this one today? This district court judge in Texas is stepping down amid allegations she texted a prosecutor from the bench during a trial. Elizabeth Coker was the focus of Judicial Conduct Commission investigation. This was back in March after a witness reported seeing something he called very unethical. And according to that report, Coker texted this secret message of advice to an assistant district attorney during a felony child abuse trial. That attorney, according to this report, then passed the judge's secret note to the prosecutor in the case. So let's talk about this with CNN legal analyst Sunny Hostin, former federal prosecutor, and criminal defense attorney Drew Findlin. So welcome to both of you. And let me just say, listen, I'm no lawyer, I'm no judge, but I know this. This is not okay. Am I right, Sunny?
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
I mean, wow, the judges that I appeared in front of certainly never helped me in this way or helped me at all, really. And, you know, I think we should make it clear that this judge hasn't admitted to these allegations, but I do have in front of me, Brooke, the State Commission on Judicial Conduct's voluntary agreement, which she did sign, withdrawing from the bench, which is really a sweetheart deal if, in fact, these allegations are true. It's something I've just never heard of before. I mean, it outlines such outrageous behavior, including all of the things that you just mentioned, like texting a prosecutor, giving a prosecutor tips as to how to win a child abuse case, and actually even meeting with jurors, you know, without attorneys while the jurors were deliberating. That is something, in my view, I don't know if Drew's ever heard of it, but it is just unprecedented.
Yeah, Drew, give us the rules of communication or lack thereof between, you know, someone on the bench and an attorney.
Complete lack of communication. Anything is considered ex parte. That is, you cannot communicate by yourself without the other party being present. And you cannot communicate directly with jurors other than to have them all present and to give them a general explanation of the law or some guidance. You know, Brooke, I've been in contact with some of my colleagues in Texas, criminal defense lawyers, and I've been getting some amazing faxes sent to my office of screenshots of the text messages that were sent from this judge to this lawyer. I've seen an affidavit today of a former juror in a murder case that said the judge came to her and the other jurors and said in a case, if you find the defendant guilty, I'll give the defendant probation. It's starting to surface, but I think we need to put into context why they let her get away with no admission, and that's because, according to my colleagues in Texas, everybody's gearing up for all the what we call habeas corpuses, all the post-conviction relief. We're going to see the defendants that have been convicted lining up with their lawyers for new trials to have their past convictions and possibly guilty pleas overturned. It is the beginning of a floodgate getting ready to open in Texas.
Interesting. Let me just read this. This is from Elizabeth Coker herself. She issued a statement to her TV affiliate KPRC. She said this: the Judicial Commission made no finding or determinations of fact. Sonny, you had alluded to this earlier. Of fact in my voluntary resignation, and I have not admitted guilt, fault, or liability in my voluntary resignation. So perhaps we will be seeing a review. Perhaps others might be in hot water here as well. Sonny Hostin and Drew Findlin, thank you very much.
You bet.
Coming up here on CNN, if you have kids, you may be thinking that they spend a little too much